everybody, how are you doing today? How's everything going? Leave me a comment below to check in. Let me know how you're doing, okay? Because if I gotta regulate in prayer, with Jesus, I believe that I have the authority to kick the devil out in Jesus' name. Hey everybody, how are you doing today? How's everything going? Leave me a comment below to check in. Let me know how you're doing. Emmanuel, God is with us. Hey! Emmanuel, God is with us. Okay guys, I'm having a problem with ants. And in my neighborhood, everybody has problems with ants because we all live next to a vast expanse of nature. And then all of a sudden, these ants are living in this natural habitat that is miles long. And then you get to this little tiny neighborhood of houses. Well, the ants aren't willing to give up that quickly. So we have a ton of ants. And everybody in this neighborhood has spent like tons of money on paying people to come out and try to control the ants. The ants will get in people's houses. They can be, a nuisance. And they do bite, so we got all that going on. At least we're not in the South. We don't have those burning red ants. But in any event, I have found some natural methods of dealing with ants that actually work for me. And I'm going to show you some of them. I am going to, in this video, share my recipe of the natural formula I use to kill ants. It's not toxic, it won't hurt you, but I'm going to tell you up front, you cannot kill every ant in the world. So if you think you're going to go out in your backyard and be able to kill up the vast population of ants, ants are necessary in the world, and you take them out in one spot, they'll be in another spot. So this is about just controlling a small amount of space so that I am not constantly bit by ants and my mother's not constantly bit by ants. They're easy controls. They work very well, okay? And I have a larger population of ants to contend with than most people. Our sidewalk is full of ants in the whole neighborhood. When you walk through this neighborhood, there is an army of ants walking next to you, But I don't have as many ants as everybody else because I do some stuff. So I thought, well, I better share that stuff with people, just in case you want to deploy some of these methodologies, okay? Let's get started. I see this as a patch of mint. I see this as a way of keeping ants out of my house. This stops me from having an ant infestation. For however long this mint is, there are no ants. I'm going to show you. We'll keep on, there's still some mint, even lemon balm. Ants don't like it. So if you look here, you don't see the ants in the same type of population. But I'm going to take you where there's no lemon balm and there's no mint. And you're going to see this is what my neighborhood looks like without mint or lemon balm or something that creates an environment where the ants don't, where the ants come. They can't create their smell path where there are mints or lemon balms or stuff like that. So you got to choose. Do you want to be bit by ants all the time? Or are you willing to live with mint and lemon balm and those kind of herbs? You see the difference there? Well, over here, I'm growing some watermelon and tomatoes. Ants are okay with those smells. I am trying to grow some marigolds because that has a strong smell, and I believe they may not like that smell. But these other plants, corn, melons, they're okay with those smells. So you can see the difference clearly, okay? But I'm going to show you a technique that I have. Guys, this is regular old chalk. that right now the dollar store is selling for your kids to play. You can get chalk to write on the ground. In the summertime they got the fat chalk. But in any event, what chalk does is it creates a space where the smell they're looking for doesn't exist. And so the ants will get confused and quit traveling along that path. It's not going to kill the ants. Now there is a chalk that is an insecticide chalk that I think it has boric acid and stuff in it, and that will kill ants if you can find it, but I couldn't find it, so I'm just going to use regular chalk. If you have red ants, do not do this. These ants, I can take their bite. I'm just creating a space here. You see how confused they are? Because in that space, they can't pick up the trail. So I'm gonna delete the trail for them in this space too. All of a sudden, they're in a frenzy. But I want you to notice that they are not walking through the chalk, okay? They're trying to find the smell, and they can't find it. They can't even put the smell in this chalk. Now, where I don't have the chalk good enough, they can find like a little corner like that, and they're going through it. By tomorrow, they should have come upon a new pathway, and they won't be here. I just don't want them here because this is where I am. Okay? And I'm going to do this in a few more spots on their trail. You know, they're trying to find that scent. They're trying to follow the smell. And there was a few spots where I couldn't get it that well. But for the most part, you'll see that the pathway has been broken. So this is one method of stopping the ants. I'm just getting rid of the smell. I've been following this river of ants, and I'm trying to find where they're coming from so I can lay another bed of chalk down. Now the chalk won't work in the grass. I'm going to tell you something else. There's really no insecticide you can use in the grass, you know, that I would be safe touching. So I'm trying to find, it looks like this is where they're coming from. That's where I see a lot of them. So I'm going to go to another technique with this. I'm going to use my vinegar. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to have the recipe for this at the end of the video. But this kills on contact, but it's not toxic to human beings. Everything in here is something that we use on our skin and our bodies all the time. So it's not going to harm us, not going to harm our pets or our children. So that's why I'm trying to find the spot to put it. Now the thing about this is a vinegar mixture that I use. The vinegar kills on contact, the other ingredients kills on contact, and then I put essential oils in here which mask the smell of you know, the pheromone that they follow. And then I have a cleanser in here that actually washes away their oils and stuff. So that's why I have the recipe at the end of the video, but I'm going to show you how this works. Okay, so let's just take a shot here. When doing this, if you see a nest of ants like that, ants are fighters. So you don't want to be close. That's why I'm using a spray bottle. You don't have to use a spray bottle, guys. You don't have to use a spray bottle. So this smells like vinegar. Don't do this right before you water your grass because that is going to clean all this away. So I did that spot because I saw a lot of them there. But I see them over here. And what I'm trying to do is clean up the trail. Wherever they're making a trail to go wherever they're going. Now this does kill ants. If you looked in here, you'll see dead ant carcasses. You guys, I got these ants rapping. They're out here saying, danger! You know? like that. You see how that works? The recipe is at the end of the video, or wherever it is in the video. We know your girl got a few decades on her, you know, trying to have a few centuries on myself, you know. I'm really trying to, I'm trying to maintain, stay in the game. I just want to give you a few cautions here. Ants are fighters. Ants are soldiers. Respect ants. Okay? If you notice, when I was dealing with the ants, I had a very big spray bottle so I could be a distance. If I saw an army of ants coming at me, retreat. Don't stand there and fight with the ants. If you spray that on your ants and they buck up and start coming at you, don't think, well, when I saw Connie's video, her ants didn't do that. You got some different ants, girl. Run, run, run. You know, it's dangerous. You know, ants are fighters. And, you know, if you got them red army ants that are 5 times the size of my ants, and they buck off that vinegar and be like, oh, she shouldn't have done that. You know, if you see an army, you know, they come as an army. Don't worry about 1 or 2 unless it's one of them red ants. Don't let one of them red ants on you. It's a nightmare, and they go for the crotch. Okay? So we're going to make up a little ant repellent spray for the garage. I'm using tea tree oil. I'm using dish detergent. You can use laundry detergent if you want to. Can't be soap. It has to be a detergent. Okay? And then I'm going to use vinegar. You can use vinegar by itself. You just use 50% vinegar, 50% water. You can use it by itself. Vinegar stinks though. Okay? So, this laundry detergent, you can use this. Just mix it with some water and put it on the area by itself. But I'm combining the vinegar with it to get a little, the detergent facet cleans off the pheromones that the ants smell to know where they're going, and it stops them from traveling that space. Vinegar has the ability to kind of take out a few of those ant soldiers so you don't have as many to deal with. And the tea tree oil is a deterrent. You could also use peppermint oil if you choose to. It's summertime, so I would prefer right now the smell of the tea tree oil. So we're going to mix this up. You don't have to use a lot of this tea tree oil. So I'm just going to put 7, 8, 9, 10 drops in there. That's it. I'm going to use some of this liquid detergent. Any liquid detergent is fine. You can use laundry detergent, or you can use dish detergent, but not dish soap. I do my cleaning with a dish soap. You have to use it. Finally, I'm going to put about a half a cup of white vinegar. And I'm using white vinegar because it's cheap. You can use any vinegar you have. Now, check and see. Okay. I think I need a little bit more than that. Let me just go ahead. That doesn't look like a half a cup. This is not a science. This is an art. Ant wars. So now, I'm just mixing this little bad boy up. And I'm going to put some water in this bottle. For the 10 ounce mark, I went a little bit overboard, so I guess it's probably about 11 or 12 ounces in there. Stir it up. It smells good. It doesn't smell like vinegar. It smells like tea tree oil, so that's good. Now we're going to go and test it out on the substance. It's a new month, new praise. Hey, glory, 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 glory. Yes, Lord. Yes, yes, yes. Jesus loves you. And guess what? I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful.